Okay, imagine this. You sign up for something, like over 10 years ago, you get promised a lifetime deal, right? And then poof, that promise just disappears. And maybe even the proof it ever existed goes with it. Today, we're digging into a really, well, unsettling story. It's about a tech company, Ecwid. They're part of Lightspeed Commerce now. And it's about this alleged betrayal of their, earliest, most loyal customers. We're looking at an investigative report using digital forensics, archive digging, and customer stories.
Yeah, our mission today is really to unpack the whole story. The report calls it the erosion of trust and the pursuit of unjust enrichment. That phrase, unjust enrichment, it basically means, trying to unfairly profit by breaking your word. And crucially, we want to explore what this means for contracts, like digital contracts in this day and age.
So where did it all begin? It seems to center on what the report calls an unwritten covenant. Back when Ecwid was just starting out, maybe 2009 to 2012, they had this early adopter program, a silver tier specifically. And here's the kicker. They apparently offered this incredible forever promise, unlimited products, unlimited categories, all for a locked-in fee perpetually of about $17 a month. And these folks weren't just customers, they were more like partners, helping test a product that was, frankly, still pretty half-baked back then. That was the trade-off.
Exactly. And the core breach, the main problem alleged here, is what happened much later. Fast forward to late 2024. Ecwid just, unilaterally cancels that deal. They jacked up the fee to around $30. And the report stresses this was done entirely without warning, no negotiation, nothing. Just changed it. That's presented as a fundamental violation of the original agreement those users relied on for years.
Wow. But then it gets even sort of murkier, doesn't it? This idea of digital revisionism. The investigation apparently found what looks like a deliberate effort by Ecwid to, hide or erase the digital proof of this old deal, making it hard to find de-indexing pages. For example, they talk about searching the Internet Archives Wayback Machine, really exhaustively, for specific old Ecwid pricing pages, and nothing. No direct, easy-to-find evidence of that original $17 silver plan promise. It's just gone from the public archive record, it seems.
Right. And that absence, that conspicuous absence, as the report calls it, is really telling. Legally, it smells like something called spoliation of evidence. Basically, intentionally hiding or destroying proof when you know it might be used against you. Why would they do that? Well, the report points to the money, unsurprisingly. Lightspeed Commerce, the parent company, their recent financials show an 18% jump in annual revenue and a 13% rise in monthly average revenue per user, or ARPU. So yeah, it strongly suggests a financial motive, a push to kind of squeeze more cash out of these long-term users by breaking that old deal.
And what's really striking is that's not how things usually work in this industry, is it? The Sagur's world. I mean, usually companies grandfather old plans. They honor the price for the loyal customers who signed up way back when. It's almost like an expected courtesy. You see discussions all the time on places like Reddit, right? Like Ecwid's, people talking about companies that do stick by their old pricing. So Ecwid's alleged actions here really stand out as, well, not the norm.
Absolutely. It goes against the grain. And that brings us to the legal side. What can these users actually do? The report argues that these actions constitute actionable breaches, things you can actually sue over under consumer protection and contract law. We're talking potential breach of contract, obviously, but also maybe something called promissory estoppel. That's a legal idea where if someone makes a clear promise, you rely on it, and then they break it, causing you harm, you might have a claim. And then there's the unfair and deceptive trade practices angle, especially with the alleged hiding of evidence. All this, the report suggests, lays pretty solid groundwork for legal action. Maybe even a class action lawsuit where all the affected users band together.
So the big takeaway here for you listening isn't just about a, $13 price increase. It's deeper. It's about trust potentially being broken between a company and the very people who helped build it. And it really highlights how crucial it is to have clear records, digital paper trails for any kind of agreement, especially those tempting forever deals. Makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. And maybe the question to leave you with is this. What does this whole Ecwid situation tell you about digital promises today? About that unwritten covenant of trust we assume exists between companies and their early supporters in this, constantly changing tech world? Something to ponder.